y'all, this is your girl Sharlisa, and I'm coming on here to do a journey on how I became a single mom. I'm gonna record 3 videos. I have like an hour before I go get my son. It's 4:50 right now, and I usually go get him at 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna try to do 3 videos in this time frame. I should be able to do that. It depends upon how much I ramble, and everybody knows how that goes. I do like to talk a lot sometimes, but today I got my tripod in the mail. I ordered it off of wish.com, so I'm trying this thing out with my new tripod. I'm sitting at my desk and I'm just gonna see how this thing goes. So today's video, this video right now, I'm going to do a journey on, I'm going to talk about how I became a single mom. So if you guys want to find out how I became a single mom, well, stay tuned. Okay, so excuse that mess back there. I have not made his bed. I just got home from work, and I'm probably not going to make his bed because he's going to go sleep in that bed again tonight. So excuse that mess back there. So let's see, where do I start on how I became a single mom? I guess we'll start with before I got pregnant, right? Sure, why not? So I had my son in 2017, so we'll go back to 2016. So at the time, I was involved with 2 different men, and I'm not going to disclose any names. I'm just going to say 2 different men. I'll call them probably A and B. I don't know. But so I was involved with 2 different men, and I guess I had sex with both of them at the same time. Not at the very same time, but the same day type of thing. So I had sex with both of them. I'll tell you the date, March 26, 2016. That was the day I became pregnant with my son. And I thought that it was this other guy's child. I did not think that it was the current dude's that I was talking to's baby. I thought it was the man I was dealing with for some time. Now, long story short, I should have knew that that wasn't going to work because he had already had 2 kids that he made with his with his previous baby mom. So I didn't want to become baby mom number 2. So I should have just stayed away from him, but I didn't. I stayed talking to him and wanted to be involved and wanted to be in love. I consider him the love of my life. He's the man that changed my entire life, you know. So I was talking to him. We were messing around, type of here, type of there, and me and him were having a fallout moment. And so, because he told me he got his baby mom pregnant again, and I was like, really? Are you serious? So I didn't know what to do. So when I found this other guy, which is my dad, this is Makai's biological father. When I found him, I'm sorry for shaking my desk, you guys. When I found him online, I started talking to him. He was cool. He was a truck driver, so I thought that it was all going to work. He was telling me, oh, I love you. Everything's going to work. I really, really like you. You know what all men say. So after we spent some time together, you know, he came up here and we started becoming romantically involved. At the time, I was still talking to the love of my life and him at the same time. So I was having sex with both guys. So I had sex with them on the same entire day. This is me being very transparent with you guys. I'm not saying this because it makes me look bad or anything. I have a past, just like anybody does. So I don't want to sit here and make it seem like I'm too good or not. I got a past. So that's my past. I'm moved on. This is where I am. So I found out that I was pregnant on, I think, I want to say July 12th. Me and my cousins, we were out having a pool party at my house, at my apartment, I'm sorry. I call it my apartment because it was an apartment. So we were having a pool party, and my cousin's kids, they were like, you're pregnant. you got a baby. I'm like, how do you know what pregnancy is, child? You are only 5. What are we talking about here? Like, come on. So I went and took a pregnancy test. I went and took a pregnancy test, and I found out that I was actually pregnant. I took about 9 pregnancy tests to confirm for my brain that I was actually pregnant, because everybody told me that you're not going to have a baby. You're not going to have a baby. You're not going to have a baby. And I had in my head that, girlfriend, you ain't having no baby. So after some time, I was just like, okay. So then I found out that I figured I needed to tell him. I'm like, if I'm going to be his girlfriend, I need to sit down and tell him that I'm pregnant with his kids, with his baby. Did I just say kids? Back up. We ain't having no more children. Not right now. So I told him. He was all on board at first. We were still together. And then about maybe the next 2 weeks after I told him, he pretty much threw a fight with me. My roommate had to get involved, and he pretty much left my house. So they left me being a single mom right then and there. And I went through my pregnancy very, very hurt. I went through my pregnancy sad. I'll just go ahead and say I lost my apartment. My car was repossessed. I had to move back in with my mom. I lost my job. It was a lot going on that year. It was a really, really tough year. I'm very glad about that year. I kind of blocked that whole situation out my head because I hate to think about it. But that year was really tough for me. So the only blessing that came out of that was my son. You know, if it wasn't for him, I would not be where I am today. So after he told me that he threw an argument with me. He didn't even tell me that he was going to be done with me. He just pretty much was just like, well, I'm just going to make her mad and we're not going to talk anymore. And I'm like, okay, I got you, bro. I got you. So I haven't spoken to him. I have not seen him since, like, I was 13, 14 weeks pregnant. And that was the end of that. So then 6 months into my pregnancy, I met a man, and I met another man online, because that's where it seems where I meet people, because I don't have a life. I can't go out clubbing and stuff, so I meet people online. But I met him online, and so that is who I consider to be Makai's dad. That is who I look to as for all his expenses. He helps me out tremendously. He's a great, great father. He's not his biological father, but he stepped up to the plate. We and him were together. We just broke up. We parted ways on January. I want to say January. No, not January. About 7 months ago. Well, when did we part ways? We parted ways, I think, in September. I don't know. Because I've been with this other dude for 6 months. So, I think me and him parted ways back here in August. I'm going to say August. Like August 1st or something like that. He decided that he pretty much did not want to be romantically involved anymore. Which is fine. I'm good. So, that's okay. You know, I'm okay with that. So for me and him, he helps me out with Makai. He buys stuff for him. He takes care of him. Even though he's not his biological dad, he still does a fantastic job at just being his dad. Because my son does not have his biological dad in his life. And it kind of hurt me a lot. It really did, because I didn't have my dad in my life. So I kind of wanted my son to have a dad. But, you know, it's not the way the tables turned. It's not the way that God intended it to be. My son is very loved. I am currently dating someone. So, me and this man have been together since August, as I told you guys. You guys get to meet him. I don't know when he'll ever do a video with me, but whenever he does, you guys will get to meet him. he's a wonderful man. I really like him. I really hope this works because I'm so tired of going from guy to guy, from guy to guy, from guy to guy. You know, the only good thing about, like I said, the only good thing about that year was my son. I never intended to be a single mom. I don't think no woman sets out this world and says, yeah, I'm going to be a single mom today, because that is what I chose to be. The only way that's going to happen is if there are a mom of choice. If you decide that you're going to go into this facility, you're going to get pregnant, and you're going to have a baby, you're going to raise that baby completely on your own, and that male donor is not going to have any rights, that's different. That is a mom of choice. I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not saying that right, you guys quote me and tell me the correct term for that. But I think it's a mom of choice. I am not a mom of choice. I did not go into a facility and get a sperm from a donor and saying that that's my father. I had sex with this man, and he clearly doesn't want anything to do with me. My roommate actually wrote him maybe 2 weeks ago, I think I'm saying. He wrote him, and he sent him a picture of my son. And that boy, he looks like him. He has all of my facial expression, and my face-wise, and my eyes. And from here up, he looks like his dad, his biological dad. From here down, he looks like me in his face. And he's really, really stocky like me, too. But I'm very grateful for the men that I do have in my life for my son. It's hard raising a son. It's really, I'm not going to say it's hard raising a boy. It's hard raising any kid by yourself. It's really hard, especially being a working single mom. It's really, really tough. You know, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, because this is tough. It's very, very hard. I come home from work. I have to cook. I have to clean. I have to do homework. Like, do homework. He ain't even in school. But the daycare he goes to, the lady does give 3 worksheets a week that he has to accomplish, and he has to just write the answer to. When I want him to get him to say his ABCs or something like that, just something simple. She does that just to try to help him, you know, get a little education, I guess you could say. But yeah, I mean, I did not set my life on this. I actually wanted to be a family with this man that I considered my child's dad, but it didn't work out like that. God said, nope, that's not gonna happen, Desiree. You're going to be a single mom. You're going to be okay, because it's tough, you guys. I know for all my single moms out there who are sitting there like, I only got pennies to my name, what the hell am I gonna do? I've been there, you know. I've really been there, you know. Luckily for now, I got my mom. She's such a great help. Oh my God, like if it wasn't for her, I would be so freaking lost. Like, she helps me out tremendously. And even the man I'm with now, he may not do much because he's not his dad, but just him watching him while I take a shower is like priceless to me. Like, cause if I didn't have nobody, I think I would probably spaz out and go crazy. Yeah, it gets really tough. So that is my journey on how I became a single mom. I don't know what else I could add to that. Pretty much to sum it up, I was dating 2 men. I was having sex with 2 men. I got caught up and I got pregnant, and I wanted to blame the other man, and it wasn't his kid, and I had to move on. I wanted to be the love of my life's kid, but in reality, it wasn't.